Hey guys, Kenny here, Ken Small Engines. I've got this old Craftsman tractor, 6-speed, 42-inch, 14 horsepower Kohler Command. Runs good. Been servicing it for a while. Older engine, runs good, no issues. But he had a problem with the deck. Needs to get a deck belt. So I went over his house. I showed him how to take the deck off. Now this is an old deck. It's got mechanical linkages on it, not the cable. There's no cable that comes in and grabs the linkages. It's actually rods. And same as AYP, standard AYP tractor. You lift up that lever and the lever pulls a rod back. Instead of pulling a cable, it pulls a rod back. And what happens is you pull the rod back, and when you pull that rod back, it cycles, all right, and puts tension. I'll show you, hold on, I got two hands here. Okay, now it's pulled back. Now you're gonna be under tension. The brake levers are gonna be released, and you got your deck, okay? Then it gets released. What people don't do is they don't take this plate off and clean everything up and grease it. And if you don't take it apart and grease it, it'll lock up on you, okay? Under here, there's a couple of bushings. There's two screws, two lock nuts with two bushings in it. And those bushings ride on these cams. And what those bushings do is they cam out to release the brake levers, okay? But the purpose of this video is not just to show how this deck is done, but take off the left spindle cover. Because what most people do when they work on these decks, they never take off the spindle covers. They just put the spindle, the belt on. Well, here's what happens when you don't take off the cover and you put a belt on. The belt is going on the outside of the brake. And the minute you try and engage it, if it even engages, you're gonna smoke that belt. That belt will be gone. And you can tell there's some wear marks on it. They've smoked belts here before. So the way to do it is to engage the linkage, okay? So engage it so that the brake is now released, then put your belt in, okay? Then you could put your belt cover on, okay? So many people, this one here doesn't have the belt cover on it, so he knew to put it inside of the brake pad. But on that side, if you don't know, you're gonna stick the belt on and say, oh, I'm good, I'm good. You're not good. You're gonna be over the brake, and you can see, look at all this. It's all one little rubber in there. Yeah, he smoked quite a few belts on this before. So just a tip, guys, when you're working on these old decks, make sure you grease everything up. It's just a 9/16. Take the 9/16 off, take the plate off. There's like a wear disc, like a, it's a friction disc under, not friction, but it's more of like a thrust disc. Clean everything up, sand everything off, get it nice and smooth, throw some grease on it so it operates nice and smoothly. Okay, nice and smoothly. That way, when you lift that lever, it's gonna operate beautifully. Grease it up, but make sure the belt is on right. Because if you don't do it, that $40 belt you just bought, or even more, you're gonna smoke it. All right, guys, we're gonna get the deck back on, then we'll turn it on, make sure it's good. Call this customer up and say, come get it. All right, let me get it back on. We'll show you it running, and that'll be it. So we'll talk to you in a minute. All right, she started. Let's see how the deck engages and how she mows. I'd say that's a win. Runs good, cuts good. That deck is running nice and smooth. Spindles are all greased up. The gauge is good. Belt's not smoking. So, all right, guys, that'll be it for now. We'll talk to you soon.